Bortle here with Jaidu YGO and Metagames GX. God, yes. And we have here the finalists of YCS for Orlando. Please introduce yourself to the world, man.
My name's Tamarkin. I got second place at YCS for Orlando with Mitsurugi, Ryzeal.
Nice. What made you decide to play this deck for the event?
My friend Brad was pestering me for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, telling me that it was the best deck, and then literally 2 days before this event was having an existential crisis, saying that he had to switch over to, what was it, Malice, Fiendsmith. But we put him back on the right track, and I stuck with this. I thought it was insane the entire time. It was just really consistent. You could play a lot of non-engine, and it just plays through so much. I think it's a really great choice for any long event right now.
Okay. Yo, so what happened in the finals?
In the finals?
Yeah.
I drew Node Sword in my opening. It's too bad one of those. It happens. You don't get that sometimes, you know?
Okay, before we see the goo, any shoutouts?
Got a shout out Team Goofy Gaming, big Connecticut squad. Reese and Brad, who came with me, stay with me.
What's Brad?
Brad's insane, of course. You have to say that. That's a disclaimer. That's just trademarked right there. Shout outs to the whole Discord. You got like Jacob, Manon, everyone that like also prepped this deck. There were like 5 of us. Every single person that played this list made day 2. 2 of us topped. Manon lost in top 16, but he still did really, really well this weekend. I think that's it for now.
Sweet. Yeah. Without further ado, please show us the finals goo.
Sure.
How many in the main deck?
It's 42 card main. Start with the Ryzeal cards, triple X. It's kind of like the reverse of the Fiendsmith deck, where you want to play like 3 ice and like as few of this as possible. This is just the absolute best starter in the deck. You want non-normal summon plays. We did play 2 ice though. There's a lot of combos where the second one does come up, or it's just really nice to have a second one in your deck. But if you do a normal summon ice play, there's like a whole 1 card combo that involves 2 of it. And 1 sword, 1 node for the Ryzeal monsters. This was my final opening hand, but that's what it is. Didn't really see those cards in the opener a ton. Outside of that, really amazing, no notes, 3 bonfires and a cross. This is the end of the Ryzeal cards. It's super efficient package, probably the best actual deck in the game right now. Just play some version of it. Onto the reptiles though. 2 Saji. We were playing 3, cut it down to 2. I never missed the 3rd one. This card is fantastic at 2. It's one of the weaker normal summons in your deck. But if you have Ryzeal plays and then you search it as normal summon, it's fantastic and it's going to win you the game. Also, no, I'm not going to say that, it's fine. 1 Kusanagi, this is amazing for your grind game. You just keep resummoning this with prayers, and you can just recur any of your cards from grave or banished. So you can use the trap, bring this back, recur the trap, and then keep playing. This card's fantastic. I messed that up in my, I think it was my top 8 feature. I brought this back instead of this, and it almost cost me the game. So, yeah, don't mess your place. We played 3 rituals, played 2 of the Ame, 1 of the Futsu. You do have to play both. I liked 2 of this, 1 of this. You have to play both because there are times when you need to tribute an 8-star from the deck and you need to resolve both of their searches in the same turn. This card is a house. It wins me every single game I summon it. I love these cards. They're fantastic. For more of the package, play 3 of the ritual spell. This card is amazing if you hard open it. And it is not, it's like a pseudo hard once per turn. You can summon once from each location. So if you activate it, they impulse it, you can activate it again and summon from the other location. This card's fantastic. Definitely play 3. You can always slide down when you're going second, but it's really important to open this card when you're going first. If you open this, you only need to resolve imps 1 time, play this, and you're just going to tax them on all their hand traps going forward. Other really good cards. This is actually probably the best card in the archetype. This is your whole grind game. You can tribute things that only resolve half the effect. Like you can summon without searching, you can search without summoning, and it's just a really tricky card. It can be hit by every single hand trap in the game, which kind of sucks, but it's also fantastic, and it is terrible in time, because it does burn you for 800. Last card for that. I was maining the trap. This thing is fantastic. It came up in my round 8 feature that I opened this, sent it, and it's just like how I combo it. I think I sent this with Node, and it was just fantastic. It's how I like actually got off in my place. If you get Charming in the first game, you just set up like Ritual Guy, someone from deck, search this, set it, pass, like set spells, set trap, pass, like you can't lose. You've got Omni Negate, you got a hand rip, and you got a board wipe with a ton of follow. This deck is just extremely efficient at making people trade with cards. To the non-engine, I was playing 2 Bestials. This is mostly for like Fiendsmith decks, but it is actually relatively good in the mirror too, because all of the reptiles are darks, and they all like to be summoned from the grave. So it's really good in those for sniping out graveyards, and it also gives you the opportunity to play Chaos Angel, which is really nice into Ryzeal strategies. These are actually fantastic. I don't think I'd play more, and if I cut them I wouldn't be upset, but they performed really well this weekend. 3 mainboard roll. I chose this over Nibiru against what a lot of my Discord friends were saying, but this thing was amazing. I played almost only Ryzeal and Swiss. I played 1 Malice. This card went super hard. Drew to lock game 1, and it was fantastic. 3 Ash. Shadows 3s, these are his. Mine got flagged in a deck check, and I'm not allowed to use them anymore. It's Ash. It stops. It's literally in here to stop Charmies. I actually don't think it's that good as a hand trap outside of that. 3 Fua, because Charmies are broken. Also 4 stars nice. Imperm is fantastic, because it helps you play around talents, because this is probably the best card in the game if you resolve going first. Just the ability to have this much gas in a deck, play, get interrupted once, look at their hand, and then know how to sculpt your board is just really unfair. So, ban it. 1 Prosperity and 1 Callby. This is just for consistency and sacking people.
Why didn't you play Nadir?
Because... Hey, shut up. You know why I didn't play Nadir. You're asking that as a rhetorical question. If you're playing Nadir in the deck, you really... you double down on losing to things like Droll and Dweller. You can not lose super hard to those cards by just taking certain lines differently, but if you have Nadir in your hand, you have absolutely no way to play around those cards, and it's very upsetting. Also, if you draw Maximus, you're going to hate your life. So I do not like Nadir.
You didn't miss the nib at all?
Nadir, it's inside. I didn't have to miss it.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Now we can go to the side next stuff. Played the rest of the Charmies. These are amazing, fantastic. Every single time I went second, there were at least 6 Charmies in my deck. So this was just for Malice variants, this was for all the Ryzeal variants, and that covered the entire room. Yeah, they're awesome. More Malice hate. Came up against Chef Jones. Shout out to him. 3 nibs. It was super good. Sided in going first a lot. Sometimes I would take out Droll going first, even in Fiendsmith mirrors. Just because in order for the big guys to revive, they have to be able to search, so I'd rather have something that's not going to turn off both my follow-up and more interactions I have. It was super clutch. This card is good. And then the last sideboard card was 3 Judgment. Sided in every time I went first. I think I saw it twice the whole tournament. Judgment's great. Everyone listens to this. For extra deck, Stoken. We played 2 Duo Drive. This was really unique to our testing group. The reason we played 2 is because this was something you dump off X to do an anti-Nibiru combo with a 4th summon, or just a really early Duo Drive to attach something that also play around Spit Steals. That's the whole point. You're supposed to dump this off X, go up into this, attach this, and then you're just nib-proof the rest of the combo. So that's why we played 2 of this. Some people were really confused about it, but it made a lot of sense in testing. And we played 1 Detonator. It did bite me one time that I only played 1 of this. It bit me actually on my round 9 feature against Steven Santoli, but ended up clutching that anyway in spite of it because the trap grade effect is so good. I never got punished with a Metal Tronus by this card. I think that'd be the only way that I'd actually be really upset about only playing 1. That's that. 2 Eclipse Twins. This card is broken. No notes, it's stupid. Tornado Dragon was put in the deck as a way to force out back row without being Exiton and still letting you OTK. Exiton's really good at clearing out Malice boards and letting you push through just a lot of cards and not OTK. Whereas Tornado is alright, they have 1 or 2 things that I know I need to get through, and this is also gonna let you kill them. They both came up a bunch and they were both excellent. I made this in a few of the features, and I would definitely recommend that every player with Space Network would play this. Dweller for Mirror Match and other things, but at the very end. Ferrolimps, I only played 1, some people played 2. I never saw the need for a second one. I don't think it actually came up a single time that I played 2 of this card. Dugaras, good for game shots, and there's some cool 1-card plays that use this card. All the stuff you've seen before with the aggregator. We played Typhon, made this card a lot. Kind of regret that I made this card a lot because it meant the games were going so badly, but it won me a few games, so it was good. Haggard Lizard, this is how you get Rogue Bistils and Nibiru's off your board. Also, there's a really silly out to Baguska with this that I'm not going to explain, but it's really convoluted, and this card is really fun, especially when you can banish the Mitsurugi cards from your grave to draw cards, so it's pretty fun. Chaos Angel, I never successfully summoned this card a single time. I tried once against Steven Santoli, and he judgmented it, and then that was it. There we go. Last card, never summoned a single time, was Cowboy. I was scared of time, I never went to time, and that's it.
Very nice.
Well, let's give it up. Second place finalist right here, guys. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Until next time, everyone. Portal up.